My name's Xavien Russell and I'm an actor, professional actor, yeah. I first got into acting when I was, I think roughly 9 years old. Before that, I was just a young kid, like I really liked dancing. And my mum, she brought me into like a drama school where it was like, it had dancing, it had drama, it had arts and crafts. So it was a bit of an all-round sort of thing. And obviously I was gravitated towards the dance. But then after a while, acting took over. I guess with me going to the drama school, every year we did like a variety show. So it had, like I said, dancing, all arts and craft and stuff. And we used to perform, they still do it to this day, at the Hackney Empire. And yeah, it was just every year. So I think that geared me up for, the acting skills that I need today. There was times, I wouldn't say stop taking it seriously. I would say like, I kind of got disheartened from doing it. Like, actually it happened more than once. I think at the very early stage of my career, before I even got into Top Boy, I was just going for auditions after auditions and I weren't getting them, and I was just like what is going on, basically? And there was this, there was this receptionist that worked at my drama school. Her name's Ellie, wonderful person. And she just stay in there, you're gonna get it, don't worry, you're gonna get something will come your way. And yeah, man, that just really boosted me to stay in there, stick in there. And then I think a couple months after, I must have got a Top Boy, so yeah. Okay, so the audition process for Top Boy was longer than most. I remember going I went for the first audition and I must have got about 3 callbacks after that. Going and working with different people that I had the scene with. And originally I went for, I don't know if you remember the first Top Boy when I was on the bike and I was riding with the brethren. I originally went for that role there. And then they said, no, we want to try you to be Michael. So yeah, and then after the 3rd audition, I think I went for 1 more. And that was to actually help audition someone else that was being in the team with me. So yeah, it was a long one, it was a long one. Season 1, I didn't have a clue what I was there. When we film, we don't film things in continuity, right? So obviously me going there first day, unfortunately for us, we did the first scene of the script, so, but I was kind of learning it in order. And the next day comes and I'm doing a scene from in the middle of the script, so I'm like, okay, cool. Kind of threw me off a little bit. So to prepare, you just have to get a general understanding of obviously your script and your lines, and on that day, that's when you know what you're doing, when you get the call sheet, and then just prepare from there. I just remember just having loads of fun, really. Even leading up to the set, when we had a little rehearsal somewhere, I remember that's when I first saw Kano and Asher D walked in, so I was like, okay, I recognise, because I wasn't really into the UK grime scene. I was always a UK based, a US listening to music and stuff like that, and bashment and things like that. So I recognised his face, obviously from the P's and Q's video, because that was one of his most popular ones, isn't it? So yeah, when that moment happened, I was like, okay, cool, so this is going to be actually something that's going to be good, yeah. So, but the set was fun, man. Everyone was warm welcomed, and yeah, it was just like being on a set with family, just being with the guys, just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I think it was just I don't know, deeper than the place of rehearsals. It's just the fact that we're all roughly the same age, we come from the same background, on the same come up, so that helped a lot basically with the chemistry. And it was just like I said, it was just chilling with your mates, and yeah, it was loads of fun. Yeah, so the basic day on Top Boy set was, you basically wake up any time, could be 7 a.m. in the morning, could be an early, very early one, or a late one, and you go to set, you go into your trailer, hopefully they have a trailer for you, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, get into a trailer, they have the lines for you. That's what I was talking about earlier, about when you get the call sheet and you prepare the lines then. So you get the lines, you know what you're doing, and yeah, you go to costume, get your costume done. When you've done that, you do your makeup, or vice versa. Have a little meal, and the meals are good, I ain't gonna lie. The meals are kind of fire still, and yeah, just get to work. In terms of the costume, I feel like in everything that I do, I have to be vocal at some stage, because the director has his idea of the character, but you also have your idea of the character as well, you know what I'm saying? So it's just finding that balance. Obviously, there's certain things you can't change. If it's your character, then you have to wear it, innit? So there it is. But yeah, if I don't like something, I'll be like, can we change this? But most of the stuff that I get anyway, I end up liking, so yeah. Cool. Especially on Top Boy, they had like Nike trainers and that. I remember, I think the season, was it season 2? Yeah, season 2, I had like some Adidas crap. They were all right, but they were better than what I've got in the past. Is I've got some no-name Primarks, but yeah, it's all part of the job, man. How I make my characters authentic, I find a piece of me in that character. Luckily, all the roles that I've got, there's always something about them that I can resonate with myself. To embody the role of Michael in Top Boy, I just use my surroundings around me and just use what I see every day and just to shape the character that I played, which wasn't that, you know, it wasn't that hard growing up where I come from. You know, you see things all the time, so, you know, you just have to, what's the word? You have to portray that in the best way that you can. Do you know what? Oh my days. If I had £1 for every time someone asked me how many times I got thrown off the back, probably have a Rolls Royce right now. But how did they film it? Okay, so I was 16 floors up. Yeah, let's just start there. And no, I didn't get thrown off nothing. But I was 16 floors up in the flat, and basically they just shot when the guy picked me up. So he actually did pick me up over the balcony, and that was very frightening. I'm looking over and Ashley's looking like an ant. I'm like, whoa, what is that? Because if this guy sneezes or anything, my life could be over right now. And then obviously I spoke to the guy as well, like in between shoots, and he said how he's been on Fast and Furious 6 and that. So when he told me the film that he's been in, I was thinking a bit more safe now. Cause if he was in Fast and Furious 6, then you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, good at something. So yeah, it was just camera tricks. And then after we went to the top of the building where we actually did the throw. So basically just pretend it was just like a 1-level playing floor. They just built a replica balcony, wall, and there was a mat on the other side, and then just picked me up and just let me go. Like a sack of potatoes, let man go. So yeah, that was scary though, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. They even had to have like a, what do you call it? A therapist on set, just in case, like if you had any traumatic experiences with that. Unfortunately for me, I didn't have any experiences like that. So yeah, so I've seen the new trailer, and yeah, it looks pretty good. It was like a little 16-second snippet of like the cast, but yeah, I see Dave in there. So it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be alright. I'm definitely gonna be the one watching it at home. So yeah, Stationary. Okay, Stationary is a short film that's directed by Louis Chan, and it's just about 3 people and their relationships towards each other. There's me, I play the character Gino, and he has an older sister played by Rebecca, and they have a friend who's coming into town who hasn't been there for a long time, and the sister and the friend have like old baggage that they need to clean up. At the same time, my character Gino, he's at a pivotal point of his life where he has to decide, does he want to follow in his sister's footsteps, or does he want to take it upon his own hands and do his own thing? So yeah, man, it's a good short film. I had so much fun filming that, man. The set was good. It was a short film set, probably like less than a week, but you know, it was one of them sets there where everyone felt like family again. It was just good vibes, and yeah, it makes everything go quicker and better. Yeah, I do experience stereotype and being offered the same roles, definitely. But you know, you gotta know what you want in this acting thing. So it's not a bad thing to turn down certain roles. I've definitely turned down like, not too many, just like 1 or 2, 3 or 4 roles. But yeah, just because it's just not what I want to do. It's not the path that I want to go. I don't want to be no actor wants to be stereotyped unless you're Jason Statham and you're getting all these action movies. You know what I'm saying? Then it's okay, but yeah, I just try to stay away from just the stereotypical. Don't get me wrong, if I do get a role that is like the same like Top Boy, it has to be a good story. It has to be deeper than just the stereotypical gang violence black boy sort of thing. It has to be a deeper meaning. So. What do I want? I don't know if I can tell you. I just want to be, I guess my main goal in this acting thing is just I want to be in someone's favorite movie, just something that they can watch, go home and watch every day, and just, you know, just to have that feeling for someone. I guess, yeah, that's what I want. I just want to be, and I also want to challenge myself as well. I want to challenge myself in like the most craziest scenes ever, because I feel like that's where I get the best comes out of me, when I'm challenged with something. I guess some of my actors for inspiration would be Idris Elba. That's one person. You know, coming up from the same area. I think he came up from East London, yeah. And you know, he was just on the same grind that I was on. So that's one person who I definitely just look up to and see the steps that he's made. I look at the steps that everyone's made and see what to do, what not to do, and what I want to do. And yeah, everyone's different, so you can't really base yourself upon someone else. So aside from acting, I'm interested in writing as well. I'm interested in writing. Like a couple years ago, I had this idea of a script, and I never really went forward on it because it's not something that I wanted to pay too much attention on. I still wanted to do acting. Obviously, I had other things going on outside as well, and I just wish I would listen to my mind and actually just wrote something down, you know? So I'm in that process now where ideas are coming to me and I'm just making sure I jot them down, get them down. So like I said before, you want to know what you want, you control your own destiny in this thing, I feel like. So with me writing as well, it's just another aspect of this this game that I wanna pursue. You know, I got good ideas and I want to show the world, like the mind of Xavien, that what's really going on. Yeah. Some of the hard times in my career is just when there's a drought, you know, like you did the interview with Tom, and I watched it. I remember him saying that, just talking about not getting roles and just staying, keeping courage, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said earlier, there was that time before I got Top Boy where there was like a little drought. And as actors, you always get that. You might not get nothing for like 4 months, and then all of a sudden, in a week, you got like 4 auditions. You got to remap your other life around these other auditions. So, yeah, there is hard times. Apart from that, I don't really get that much hard times though. When I'm acting and stuff, there's not really any hard times when I'm on set or nothing like that. Everything just flows like it's meant to for me. Everything it's just good energy, man. You know, I like the way that it's going right now and the direction that it's heading towards. You know, more people of minority ethnicities are getting put on the front screen, which is a big deal for people. It's a big deal, and I like it as well, man. It's good. It's giving everyone the light that they deserve. Yeah, Ashley is a cool brother, man. We just bust jokes on set, and he was a mentor for me as well on set. And in life as well. You know, I used to chat to him about just regular life stuff and he could help me out. But yeah, on set, I mean, like you guys see, man, he's an amazing actor and he puts in the work. And he's also someone that inspires me in one way as well, because the work ethic is just crazy, man. Yeah. And you might not even realize everything that he's done. Like some of the stuff that I hear that he's done, I'm like, oh, swear, like these commercials, voiceovers, he puts in work, and yeah, man. And you can see the results come to fruition now. So when you put in that work, you get out some good stuff. How I deal with rejection, I think it's just over time. You just have to have that confidence in yourself. Like when you go to an audition, you have to ask yourself, are you nervous? Why are you nervous? You know, you might not get that role that time, and that's another thing as well. After the role, you might ask, oh, why didn't I get this? Or I don't feel good about this. Or there's been times when I feel like I've aced an audition and I haven't heard a call back. But there's also been times where I feel like, nah, that wasn't the one. And then like a week later, I get a call. So, you know, even there's a film I did with Jamie Patterson called Justine, should be coming out sometime this year. I auditioned for it. I had to do like an up north accent as well. I didn't think nothing of it. In fact, I was a bit more on the downside of the audition. I didn't hear nothing for about a month. So of course, after like a week, if I don't hear nothing, I'm just like, okay, on to the next one. Got the call back. So you never know. So just like a message to everyone out there, just hold that confidence and just like, yeah, just keep in it. How do I prepare? Well, first of all, it depends. If it's like a walk-in audition, I have to hear like one of my favorite tunes just to get me in that good positive energy. Also as well, like going back to talking about the nervousness, it helps get rid of that as well. Preparing, just make sure you get your lines locked. Just make sure you have that locked. I remember I went for an audition and I had to do an American accent. And I haven't really practiced on my American accent, so I was thinking, whoa. So I sent the voice note and they liked it, so they wanted to get me in. So I just practiced so hard, like I woke up at some ridiculous time. I went out the house, so I can just not wake anyone up and have my own sort of quietness and space. And I just was practicing like the whole, must have been about, I don't want to say how long it was, probably about, more than 4 hours in it. I was just there practicing my accent. And then, yeah, I didn't get that job, so I guess I've got to do more practicing. But yeah, that's another thing as well, like being prepared for this acting. You gotta, for me, definitely, I'm working on my accents, just anything, just Jamaican accent, American accent, up north, down south, anywhere. Because you never know what type of role is gonna come along, and if you wanna be dominant in this game, you have to be prepared for everything.